Hello and good morning everyone. Welcome to DSS online classes. This is Roli ma'am here once again for science class. Students, today we will discuss about the image formation with the plane mirror. As we all know and we have studies about the image formed by the plane mirror in class 7th. It is of same size, same shape and same color but laterally inversed, and it is virtual image. Laterally inversed means whatever object is in left side, it will be seen in the right side in the image. So that was about the image formed by the plane mirror, and now the two phenomena are here, regular and diffused reflection. At first we have to take a smooth surface and a rough surface. Then if the rays of parallel light incident on the or fall on the smooth surface, then it will be the normal ray on this plane surface and it will be reflected according to the incident ray. So both of them will fall parallelly on the smooth surface and will be reflected as it is. Parallelly they will fall and parallelly they will be reflected. So this is the regular reflection. But in case of diffuse reflection, surface is the rough one. This rough line or curved line shows the rough surface. Now if the parallel rays fall on this rough surface, then what will happen? This will also reflect according to the law of reflection. Incident angle and reflected angle will be the same. But think about this surface. This surface will be here, it will be this one, and normal ray is here. So it will be reflected in this direction because this is the normal ray and angle of incidence and angle of reflection will be same here again. But for this ray, this will be the surface and this is the normal ray. So angle of incidence is this one and this will be reflected in this manner. So these angles will be equal to each other. So they on the rough surface, they fall parallelly but they are reflected in different directions. This is the diffused reflection. So difference between these two is they will fall parallelly and be reflected parallelly, but in this type of reflection they will fall parallelly but will scatter in different direction. That is the diffused reflection. Both of these reflections are useful for us. For example, this type of reflection is used in the show business to shine the atmosphere. There are many of the on the stages or in the room, mirrors are placed. They are the smooth surfaces and they shine the room. It looks broader and bigger one. But this type of reflection is also useful because sun rays, solar rays runs parallelly on the ground and each of the natural surface, for example mountain, building, leaf, etc. are the rough surfaces and the solar rays fall and scatter in different direction. So in this way our world, our whole atmosphere shines because of the solar rays. So that was about the regular and diffused reflection. So the next topic is reflected light can be reflected again. Yes, it can be reflected again. At first, if the reflected rays coming after striking a smooth surface or a plane mirror, then it will be reflected again. Yes, it is possible. Let's check how. If here is an object and this is the plane mirror. Now rays coming from this object, these are the rays coming from this object, they strike it and bounce back. So these are the reflected rays and by a dotted line or by the imaginary line, they will form a image of this object behind the mirror, which is the virtual one. Now if you place a mirror here, again a mirror here, then these reflected rays will again act as incident rays for this mirror and will be reflected again here, and these reflected rays will again form a imaginary image of the object. So this is the phenomena. Reflected rays can be reflected again. You use this phenomena at barber's shop. Whenever you check how your hair is looking after taking a cut, after taking a haircut, your barber just give you another plain mirror behind your head, and you can easily watch the backward view of your hair in that front mirror. And this is the structure of periscope, in which this is a tubular structure and two plane mirrors are fitted here. Now if here is an any object, suppose this is a plant, it is here, and rays are coming from this is the incident ray, will be reflected and strike on the second mirror. Again it will act as a incident ray and again it will be reflected here. So this is the incident ray and it is the reflected ray. It can be reflected again by the using second mirror, and if you are watching here, if you are placing your eye here, you can easily see the image of this plant or tree. So that is the working of periscope, which works on the principle that reflected light can be reflected again. Now the next topic is multiple images. Dear students, formation of number of images means image more than one. Object should be one and number of images more than one. How can you form it? By using more than one plane mirrors. So you have to place them at an angle. If you are placing two plane mirrors at an angle, then the object kept in between them will form more than one images, and this formation of number of images using two mirrors kept at an angle, this phenomena is known as multiple image formation. For example, if you are keeping two plane mirrors at right angles, so 90-degree angle it is, then and a coin is placed between, then you can easily see that three images will be formed. So how can we find out how many images will be formed when two plane mirrors are placed at an angle with each other? So there is a formula for this. N is the number of images formed when two plane mirrors are placed at an angle, and it will be equal to 360 degree upon theta minus 1. Here theta is angle between the mirrors. So if angle between the mirror is 90 degree, then n is equal to 360 upon 90 minus 1. Then it will be 4 minus 1 and equal to 3. So three images will be formed when two plane mirrors are kept at 90 degree angle with each other and object is placed in between these two mirrors. You can find out some more number of images by changing the angle between the two plane mirrors, and that is the multiple image formation. Your kaleidoscope also works, kaleidoscope is a device which works on this principle, multiple image formation. What you have to do to make a kaleidoscope, you have to take 3 plane mirrors, strips of 3 plane mirrors, but it should be rectangular plane mirrors, but it should be of equal size. 3 plane mirrors should be placed at 60-degree angle with each other, making a prism like a structure, and reflecting side should face inwards. So a prism like a structure will be formed, which will be the tubular one. Now one side of this tubular structure will be covered with the round piece of cardboard and hole in between in the center of this disc like a structure. Now you have to just fix it with this tubular structure. Now on the next end you have to place a plain glass disc, and over this glass disc you have to fix some broken pieces of bangles or colored beads or whatever pattern you want to make, and then cover it with another disc of simple glass plate. Now your kaleidoscope is ready. Whenever you will see with the hole which was in the cardboard, you will see beautiful patterns of beautiful repeated patterns, and it will be formed due to the multiple image formation. So that is your kaleidoscope, which works on the principle of multiple image formation. It is used in fabric industries, textile industries, and wallpaper makers generally use it to observe a simple pattern when it is made on a large sheet, how it will look. So that was about the kaleidoscope. Now the next topic is sunlight, white or colored. Sunlight, it always looks white in color, as we all see it regularly, but it is the mixture of 7 colors, and these 7 colors are violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. Vapor. The pattern of color is vapor. Why it looks white? Because in the air, speed of all these colors are exactly same, and all these colors travel with the same speed to us. As a result, it seems that it is white in color, but it is the mixture of 7 colors. You can observe its 7 colors by an activity which is already given in your NCERT book. You have to take a plain mirror and place it in a bowl and fill the bowl with water. Now you have to fix this bowl in front of the window from which sunlight is coming. Now you have to set that sunlight that only in such a way that only a ray of light should fall on the mirror, and place a white sheet on the wall. Then this ray of white light will fall on the mirror which is inside the water, and then get reflected because it will strike the mirror and it will be bounced back. Phenomena of reflection. Then it will move from the water and naturally will reach to that white sheet. You will observe the 7 color pattern of 7 colors. Easily it will be seen on the white sheet which is already fixed on your wall. Why it happens? Because you change the medium of the light. You are giving the medium water. In water, all the 7 colors have different speed. So they will travel with different speed, and naturally the higher speed color will move at first. So these 7 colors will separate themselves, and it will not look white. It will look there will be a pattern of 7 colors, and which is violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. So spreading or splitting of white light into its 7 colors is known as dispersion. And when it will occur, when you change the medium of the light. In air, it will travel with the same speed, so sunlight looks white, but it is not white. It is a mixture of 7 colors. It seems to be white. You can also do this activity and check it at your home. So students, that was all about the regular reflection, diffused reflection, and reflected light can be reflected again, and multiple image formation, number of images when two plane mirrors are placed at an angle, and of course sunlight, white or colored. So I hope you are clear with all these terms, and if you have any problem, please ask your questions. Thank you.